Good morning, everybody. This is the humble abode. Slept all right. Superior Gear 30. A couple other Superior Gear 30s.
Oh, recording.
Good morning. How'd you sleep?
This is recording.
Got a family over there, and there's a few other people on the other side, and a bunch down yonder towards the group camps. And so there's probably at least 6, 7 different families out here. So I finally got up. I still got a respiratory tinge, all that stuff, allergies, bronchitis, whatever it is. There's something going around, but yeah, I heard other adults cough, and woke up and it's just like all in my head, because I sleep elevated at home, and here you're kind of head down, so a little different. But overall it was pretty nice, peaceful. A couple of whippoorwills in the beginning of the night, but other than that, wasn't too bad. I'm gonna go get me some breakfast. Good old MSR pocket rocket. I've never had this thing fail on me. Unlike the fire maple, yeah, had one of the two go bad. It was the brand new one. Dirty boy. Whew. So it's just a 550 mil MSR pocket rocket. I got one of these little strap-on fuel stands from Jericho Gear, and I got a beautiful adventure meal, biscuits and gravy. Yeah, going on an adventure. I'm going to have some wild raspberry hibiscus caffeine-free herbal tea to go with this. Ooh, this is hot. Pouring enough to let it absorb without getting too soupy. I'm going to stir that in. Have a good time. Wait about 10 minutes and then eat. Everything's pretty much ready, so let's get on the adventure with the adventure meal. Woohoo! Say it's mostly reconstituted. Not too bad. I'll have to see how this compares against my Mikeycat meal. I made some biscuits and gravy and put in real sausage and Made a big thing of gravy, put it in there, and yeah. The biscuits I had left over from Mother's Day from Red Lobster, so they'll be seasoned. I'll be curious to see how that one goes. I want to show you a neat little thing on this package. Best Buy 2052. Yeah. It's 2025, man. It's like 27 years out, and I've had this meal for a while. It's like a 30-year shelf life. You can kind of see how it looks. Nothing to write home about in terms of looks, but it tastes alright. Drinking the blood of my enemies. No, that's it. Hibiscus tea. That's actually pretty good. Helps with the blood pressure a little bit too. And that right there is why she can sleep for 12 hours in a hammock and I can't. She's got a full-size pillow.
It's all authentic because just as life wanted me to say it, life wanted me to be here instead of planning out my every move. You know, it doesn't work like that. Not for me. I'm a free spirit. Truly authentic. I feel like you should live like that too. Go with the flow. Take it easy, man.
So no fully planned 14-day trips anymore?
Don't work like that.
Gotta hike your own hike. Sometimes plans change, things take a turn, and you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah. And I'm much happier taking my own turns than taking turns that we planned out 2 weeks ago. Because that looks really scary. Pie now. I didn't get pie then, you know.
Yeah, there's no magical pie on the trail. No pie fairies in the woods. Let's show that, man. Pecan pie. You're looking at there.
My yogurt, it's like
goobers.
scary.
Eh,
It tastes
fine.
weird too.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
It won't kill
eat
ya.
expired food. You eat expired
Well, yeah, I do.
everything. Yeah, I don't.
I've eaten 30-year-old peaches, but you know, I'm still alive.
You shouldn't be if you ate 30-year-old peaches.
Yeah, well, I'm missing veins too, but you know, nurses are like, how are you still alive? I don't know. It's God's will.
God's won't.
Eh. So what are your plans for the day?
I don't know.
Just go with the flow.
Probably hit up a waterfall, take a dip, then bum around for a bit. Drive around, sightsee, hike. I don't know where.
Want to finish the grand leg of our adventure out at the
point.
Mississippi?
Yeah, at some point I will make it there. But we have until Tuesday to make it there. And that's good enough for me. That's all I need to know.
Just be sure to film it if I'm not there.
I'll film it. I've been filming. I got this awesome Motorola.
Yes.
My filming.
Well, got everything cleared out of there. Stayed here at wonderful campsite number 1. Well, baby girl and I are parting ways for a while, and guess we'll see each other in several days whenever our cross paths again. Baby girl, do you got any words of wisdom before we part ways?
See ya on the flip side.
Woohoo!
So we're at freaking Bjork's Falls, apparently. Bjork, like the singer. And it's pretty freaking awesome. So there's like a waterfall with like a pool and a lot of people screaming. I can't hear you. I'm not talking to you! We're going in the waterfall and it was really freaking cold, so we're just gonna record to show your reaction.
Mikeycat videos gotta have a key cat. And a wasp. So just hanging out here at the Grotto, Makanda. Got ice cream from the Boardwalk shop. Ran into Little Helper and her friend down here, so I tried going to Panther Den, and Garmin GPS and Google GPS and all that stuff, they take you to the wrong spot depending on how you come in. If you come from the north, usually it tells you the right directions. So I know you gotta go past Blue Sky Winery and all that stuff. Been there before. But when you try to come in from the south or Goreville, I swear it always wants to take me to some guy's driveway. And it's a dead end. And yeah, you might be able to get a hiker coming in and out around a gate for a farm, but that is not anywhere where you can park your car. So I told it nope, and I tried to search the other stuff on there, and I went down this other lane. It was about a mile, and just a rough one lane driveway. Turn around, another one of these no trespassing signs and everything. I'm just like, forget it. So it's a nice place when you can find a way to get there. The GPS is just stupid though. And
GPS signal lost.
Exactly. If you could hear that, it just said GPS signal lost on my phone. But I ended up deciding, I'll just go over to Giant City. And took a lot of back roads, a lot of scenic country views. Came out this way, and I'm like, I'll go to Makanda if they're still open for a little bit and get an ice cream. So, got a nice little ice cream here. Got the strawberry cheesecake, and my daughter got birthday cake. I don't know what her friend got. So anyways, I guess I'm just gonna hang out here, relax in the Zen garden for a while, and then I go camping around here tonight. And slowly making my way to the west, trying to get some of these spots along the river, and just kind of give the essence of some of the things you might see along the way without having to hike the whole thing. We'll see. So the kitty cat can be in the grass, but the people can't.
No, sir.
Or is the kitty cat breaking the rules?
I mean, they were rubbing around the keep off the grass sign. So, I think they deserve the grass.
Is that kitty grass?
Kitty grass.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Do you eat it or smoke it?
Both at the same time.
You remember when your dad was recording you sleeping before? No, that was weird. It was really weird. Maybe she wouldn't do that.
So of course it's not on the River to River Trail, but as you come through Giant City State Park, you can detour and see neat things like the lodge and the water tower. You got the observation platform about 50 feet up, and the tower itself is about 100. Holds a lot of water up there, Maynard. And Jared, this means you. No drone zone. Got the beautiful cabins and the pool house over there. In winter months, with all these big trees out of the way, you can see way far into the distance, way out there, very, 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 very far away, about 18 miles away, I think. It's Bald Knob Cross. Yeah, I don't know, one hill way in the back there. This is a beautiful place to see a sunset. Relax, eat chicken in the lodge. When you come through here, you're going to have to camp at the campground regardless. Both Ferne Clyffe and Giant City require you to stay at their campgrounds and not to camp along the trail when you're doing a river to river. So if you're here, if you have a friend or something that can drive you out to these other places, it's kind of neat to see all this. But you will come across the Makanda Boardwalk, where they got all the shops like the ice cream and the Grotto and all that when you come through. Imagine all that water up there hanging right above you. Terra firma. Let's go get some chicken.
Where that? You go slow.
Camping out here at Giant City Campground tonight. Nice and quiet. Walking along out here at Giant City. So when you do the river to river trail at Giant City, they are going to require you to camp at their campground. So you have to detour a little bit and go to the north on part of the Red Cedar Trail, and that'll meet you up at the campground that they have. So they have Class A and Class C, and it's 20 and 8 respectively a night. And there's also a campground on the other side as part of the Red Cedar. And river to river does kind of go somewhere in that neighborhood. So that is another option, I guess, if you had to, but you'd still have to pay it down here at the regular campground. Once you get out of Giant City, you're free to do whatever you want. So you'll end your journey there on your Red Cedar. You'll meet your way up here towards the campground. All this Red Cedar goodness. That's not a bad little campground. You got a nice little bathroom shower house. You got 3 stalls for whatever you need. And got Class A's out here. I'm back in the Class C's. So yeah, firewood, camp posts, all sorts of good stuff out here. Well, in this morning's breakfast tableau, we got Quaker instant cheddar cheese grits. We got those down at the Amish salvage store. Got a Spam single. And if I feel like really filling myself up, I got a Nature Valley blueberry fig bar. So that's my setup. It's gonna boil up some water, and got some tea if I need it as well. But I'm gonna get it cooking. So we got that going. I'll give you a little look around camp here. my little humble abode for the night. I've got a few other campers down here. The girls are situated back here. Looks like somebody's stirring a little bit. Little helper. And a couple of camper bicyclists, and I think there were a couple more campers out that way last night, but I don't see them out here anymore. They must have left early. I'm the Great Cornholio. Oh! Now, I forgot to put my spam single up on top, so I got that down at a really low rolling boil, so it's not boiling all over the place. That gives that spam a little bit of time to heat up on there, and I gotta prep my cup too, so I'm gonna use my Ziploc to line my bag. That way it's a lot less dishes, especially for something like grits or oatmeal. You don't want to get that kind of mess all over your bowl, because then you gotta clean it out. But here I got water, so it's not as much of a deal. But I'm at the end of this little breakfast bag anyway, so I may as well use it, keep my cup clean, and yeah, so let's enjoy breakfast. Kind of what it looks like. Powder, it's got some cheese stuff in it, the orange bits. Now I got the spam single lights, so I don't have as much sodium in it. You hear that, doctor? Yeah. How much they say to put in there? Half a cup of boiling water. So I'll figure this out. That's nowhere near half a cup. But it feels pretty soupy so far. Kind of runny. Probably take a little time for that to thicken up, so I'm gonna go eat off camera so I don't annoy you with that, and catch you in a bit. Well, good old peppermint tea. The cheesy grits actually weren't too bad. They thickened up over time, and kind of reminds me a little bit of Packet Gourmet West Memphis grit souffle, except I think if you added some chives, shallots, maybe pepper, stuff like that in there, you'd get it more like theirs. But considering that box, you know, just recently expired, but it's still good. It's just cornmeal essentially. Only cost me $1.50. Can't beat that. So everything else pretty good. Nice cheap meal. Don't have to worry about spending too much out here in the woods. But like I say, if you're doing river to river, Ferne Clyffe, Giant City will be your two main points where you're going to have to get off trail and lodge up in the campgrounds. So I think both of them are roughly $8 a night for primitive camping, which is more likely what you're going to be doing anyways on trails. So 16 bucks. You've got shower houses, you've got water. I don't know if you're really going to bring a towel with you on trail, but if you have a small one, maybe you can do a quickie shower or something. But yeah, it makes it kind of nice because then you can refreshen up a little bit after a few days and just get some of that dirt and grime and junk off. And you know, some of the small towns too, like Goreville, they got the grocery store, laundromat, all that stuff there. You know, you can clean up gear, hang out a little bit. And Goreville, I think, dry cycle for 6 minutes is $1, and I think the wash machine was either 3 or 5, but similar to what Harrisburg had. And Harrisburg one's way, it's not even a, a thing on a trail, but I'm gonna say next time you get to somewhere that maybe has accommodations is out around Alto Pass. There's a couple places out there that you might be able to pass by. I don't remember if they still got bed and breakfasts out there or not, but yeah. So I'm gonna shut my gabbing and talk to you a little bit later. Woohoo! Now this is up my alley. Tandoor and Tedka, Indian cuisine, lunch specials. Butter chicken, chicken tikka roll, lamb kebab. Oh, yeah. All right. So after Alto Pass and all that good stuff, you get into the Godwin area. You have Godwin East, and this is Godwin West. So this is what you'd hit when you're coming out of the forest. There was a person that stopped by here earlier. Looks like somebody left part of a distilled drinking water bottle for river to river trail hikers. Good idea of having water drops in some of these areas. River to river. Because sometimes there isn't a river nearby or a lake. And all you have is a bunch of woods and a lot of heat. But you can see, as you come from east to west, you've got Godwin Trailhead East. Come up here to Uluru Pines Hills, and you got the Godwin West. Up the road a little bit is Inspiration Point. And then you'll follow this levee road network, and you'll eventually make your way towards Grand Tower. So Grand Tower is going to have a lot of road walking, levee walking, all that good stuff. But at the end, there's kind of an RV campground there. You'll see that in a bit. Welcome to Grand Tower, Illinois. Woohoo! It's the last leg of it, baby. River to River Trail. You are here, Grand Tower. Right there at the end, man. Got a cool little area here. Barge going by. Rock over there on the other bank of the river. Cool little park. Got a little locomotive up here. Well, you got a couple pavilions out here. We've got several RV campsites down here by the river. So we have power access to them. Somebody parked their car out here. Basketball hoop. A couple more pavilions up there on the hill. Let's go touch some water. Yep. Touched both toes. Well, I dipped my toes in the river at Elizabethtown in the Ohio, and I dipped my toes in the Mississippi here at Grand Tower. So even though my daughters didn't go through the whole motion of it, in spirit, I'm trying to fulfill some of this to the point where I want to do this on my own someday with an adult hiking buddy. Makes it funner when you got a partner to hike with, to be honest. But this has been fun. A lot of beauty out here. There's a lot of monotony in spots too, which I guess my daughter found out. But you know, that's all part of backpacking and hiking, is that you've got the good and the bad, the beautiful, the mundane, but it's all a part of the process and part of life. So hopefully you like what you've seen. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Catch y'all again in the outdoors, and thanks for watching.
So what? So, I don't know, so, we're recording, so, we just got tea at the crepe place, and now we're gonna go to the Turkey Bayou, and we're gonna camp there in my car, because I don't want to get my hammock out again. What? The jelly? Oh no! Put it there. Show the camera. Cube of jelly. Okay. Yeah, just open the door. Open it! God, what's locked? Anyways, so we're gonna go to the Little Grand Canyon. Why are we going to the Little Grand Canyon? I don't know. You were the one that wanted to go there. Why are we going there? What's your reason? I don't know. You just said it. I did. I think so. I think it's... Hey, I kind of want out. We want to go and see Sasquatch. Why are you smiling like that? We're gonna see him, bro. We're seeing him? Yes. Whoa, pal. Take him on a date or two first. You know what I think about that? What? Did you just fart? Well, you know what I think about that? Oh God! No! No! I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore either. Don't look at me like that. Why did you do so many? I got them loaded up. They were in queue. You never used to fart this much. I think you gotta stop hanging around me. Dude, you Bluetoothed your farts to me. Alright. Alright, this is 7 Angry Ants logging out. See you next time. We did it. We're at the other river. We made it from the river to the other river. Yeah. All 160 miles of it. In one day. In one day. Fastest time ever. So beat that. I don't think you can. I don't think so. There's that weird bridge. I don't know what the heck that is. Can't drive on it. We're trying to cross the river to get a there's like something cool over there, but I can't because it's like an hour drive. It's like an hour drive to get across the river, like there from here to there. From here to there. Guys, I'm scared. Dude, epic beach find, yo. Epic freaking beach find. And, can't see it from here, I don't think, but there's a flipped over car in the river over there. Kind of neat.